on blackpeoplemeet.com. No, I'm just saying. We met at the college, Mississippi State University, on August the 26th, 2006. And I remember that day because like he was just so fine, and I saw him outside the dorm with a longest white t-shirt and jeans. Tall tees were in back then. So he was dancing. I think they had like a little welcome orientation type party because he was a freshman, I was a sophomore. And like, yeah.
I just pulled my car in front of the dorm, had a little speaker in the trunk at the time. Out there dancing, taking my shirt off.
I think it was
something I shouldn't have been doing.
But yeah, so that's where we met.
We've been dating a year.
And a half.
2 years, well that's a year.
It'll be 2 years in January.
2 years in January.
But we've been friends 11 years.
Yeah,
and I think that makes us stand out. Because we've been friends 11 years. But we've been a long time.
You gotta worry, I don't like people that much, so 11 years.
We've always been friends, but we never dated.
No.
Which is weird because like I would date people, he would date people, and then we'll always like give each other advice about relationships when we knew it was with the wrong people, and then we like, let's just see what happened if we link up and put our relationship advice, you know, in our own relationship. And
it made sense.
It made sense, yeah, definitely.
One of the key factors for me for us turning our friendship into a relationship would be, it's like I do music and stuff, so it's rare that you would find somebody that really support you and understand what you have to do, like late nights in the studios, or might have shows, and I might not be able to come to this if you have some, or we might not just spend as much time together when it picks up. And a lot of people never understood that, but she was a person that I always talked to about stuff like that, and she would give me advice, and then I would give her advice because she was doing the PR thing and having to go out to these different events. And it's like, how long are we going to give each other advice on this stuff, the same thing, before we just go ahead and mesh it together and just come together and it makes sense?
I think for me, like, you know, you have a lot of friends, but as you grow, you kind of distance yourself, and for some reason I could not let him go, like as a friend. Like I would always, but one day I was like, because he got a girlfriend, he was talking to a girl, right? So I was like, I ain't gonna talk to him no more, I'm gonna unfollow him. I unfollowed him on all social media. It took a lot out of me, but I unfollowed him on everything. But then one day, he was on my Explore page, and I'm just like, how he get on here? Like, what is this guy trying to tell me? So, clicked on his page, went through his page, saw the girl, and then I like texted him, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, you don't look happy, you need to leave her. I think I did say that. I'm not like, I definitely texted, and I was just like, because you know you're friends. And I just, for some reason, like I said, I could not, like, get away from it.
You said something like, yeah, if you get married, I'm gonna come to the wedding.
And I'm gonna shut it. Because I just was like, everybody knew, like when I first met him, I gave him a nickname. Me and my friends. His nickname was Freshman. You want me to tell about it. But his nickname was Freshman. So like everybody knew like Freshman was like my man. Even though we weren't together. But we got a funny story. Y'all wanna hear it? I think we should tell you, right? So I went to college with my ex-boyfriend, and he went to college with his ex-girlfriend. Not gonna go into the whole detail, but come to find out, y'all, they started talking to each other. Like, let me tell you. So, me and him linked up. I had a boyfriend, like I said, he had a girlfriend, but we linked up. You know, we got cool. We were super cool. I'm in my ex-boyfriend's phone one night, and I see a picture of his girlfriend at the time busting it open, like a whole picture, y'all. And so I'm like, oh no. So I see him. This is so funny. I see him at a party, and I'm just like, we need to talk. I seen your girlfriend in my boyfriend's phone, which was super weird. And he was, you know, he was kind of sad, like, dang. But then we were like, he wasn't sad, but he was just like,
it's just like,
dang, like for real. But that's crazy. Like that was so crazy. But we met each other, and then they started dating. I don't know if they started dating. They probably just had like a little whatever. Who knows? And then what was crazy, like my ex-boyfriend.
They know what they had.
They had weird. But so then my ex-boyfriend called me and was just like, you know what? It was weird. But he called me. He was like, you know what? Freshman gonna be your husband. And I'm like, are you drunk? Are you high? Like, what's going on with you? And he's just like, Freshman gonna be your husband. And I'm like, well, I'm thinking to myself, I hope so. And I'm like, well, dang, that's cool. You know, that was cool for you to say, but you weren't gonna be my husband, right? Okay. not saying all single people. I think the reason why you're single, like you get in a relationship and then you break up and you're single for a little while, I think that God is giving you that time to find yourself, like literally find what makes you happy. You gotta learn yourself. You have to love yourself prior to you loving anybody else, and that's just everything. It's just something people know. But I think like I'm definitely happier. Most single people, like my single friends, are kind of, not all of them, because I know they're gonna watch this, but they're a little bitter. And it's just only because they're like really super independent women. Like I don't need no man for nothing. I can do my own thing. I can buy my own clothes. I can buy, yeah, we can do that, but we still need somebody. And I really feel like everyone needs somebody. Everyone wants to feel that love from someone else other than their family, their friends, their kids. And like when I was single, I was just kind of like, I really didn't care about being in a relationship for real, but I was just like, I do want somebody. Like you want to, like the casual dating, it gets played out. Right. Of course, casual sex is not safe no more. And then it's just like, you just don't want to be by yourself. Cause I didn't even say that, but yeah, like I got family members that's really like bitter. Like a lot of them that have been through divorce and just like, they don't want to love again, and I really feel like they missing out. Because if you're not happy with somebody that you, and another thing, people be happy, they be with people that they're not happy with for real, and then they're not single because they're scared of not being in a relationship, which is weird. But ever since I've been with Skyy, I've been super happy, and my vibe is different. Like my friends tell me all the time, Kamaya, your vibe is different. You're just hot, like you're just so positive, and you're just so like your energy is just amazing. And then we work together, the kids at our job, they call us mom and dad, and like, you know, they always say like we're goals because we really love each other, and we really like, we just really love each other.
I was reckless.
He was reckless.
Reckless. I didn't really care about nothing for real, because like I said, where I was from, people don't really care about much, and it's like if you out here caring, you'll be vulnerable. People will make you a target. So it's like when I was by myself, I couldn't care. I couldn't afford to. And it's like the people around me weren't showing me nothing to care about anyway, especially like female wise. It's like they'll see me, I walk into the club, I get in for free, I get all this stuff for free. I'm in the section all the time, or I'm in the DJ booth, I'm performing. And people can say, you know, people can call it what they want to call it, but people see that and grasp onto it, even if I wasn't this mega pop star, this and that at the time, but people see that stuff and like want to be around you.
Groupie hoes, that's what we call them.
For real, they want to be around you. Like they're not planning on moving where y'all from. They're not planning on doing too much. So as long as they can get to the top of the city, that's all that matters. So with me, at every point in my life, I wasn't that person, but people they just want to get around you. I'm knowing everybody and this and that. Whether they want to get around me for somebody else, they still get around you and play games with you and do what you want them to do and talk good to you. But all of that gets old, no matter what you're doing with somebody. Like if I'm talking to 10 people, I got 10 different numbers I can text. It's old, it's boring. Like you gotta look at it like if one thing doesn't satisfy me, then it's like I'm trying to get something from all these multiple things, and it's like I'm still not happy. Why I gotta do so much to be happy? So it's like you get in that one relationship and it's right, then that's all you really need. So it's like once you get what you need, you have no choice really but to be happy. Like so I'm way happier in a relationship because being single it was no structure. I need structure. I need something that just makes sense. Like being single is just really like it's kind of played out nowadays. Like find you somebody and sit down somewhere, man.
Going to the club. I got friends that still go to the club. Like mind you, I'm 30. My friends are 30 plus with multiple kids. Like I'm one of the, you know, they ain't got kids yet. Nothing wrong with kids, but they still go to the club every Friday. Every Saturday, every Sunday, every month. Like they literally go to the club. Like I go to a lounge. We do like date nights, lounge, hookah bars, but the club when you're in there partying with 18-year-old older, it's like no. It's just you gotta be bigger than that. But yeah, definitely find somebody. Just settle down. It's okay. And it's okay to be faithful and commit to one person. Like, it's okay. Like, it's not lame. You're not gonna be talked about. Like, it's legit okay to be in one relationship and really be happy with that one person. For real, for real.
Social media can play a part in any relationship, like especially when, alright, like where I'm from, like almost everybody know me, and it's a lot of people, more and more people knowing me. I did a couple things to get my face out there, so it's like, say I post a picture and I got my shirt off or something.
And girl sending tongue emojis, and I'm DMing her like, what's the problem? Don't send your tongue out. Put your damn tongue in your mouth.
A girl coming under there, all types of emojis, this and that. I could have never seen the girl before, but she from where I'm from. That's gonna kind of make you think like, oh, you used to talk to her, or did you used to talk to her? Who is this? But it's nothing to where, oh, it can make or break us, but it plays a role in every relationship, whether it's little or small, big.
And then like with me, people know me too. I'm trying to make yourself feel all cool. People know, no, I'm just saying, but like yeah, people do know him, and then I'm from Atlanta. People know who I am. Well, not like that, but people know I'm cool with a lot of people and stuff, and a lot of guys they don't know more because when you first get in a relationship, they be trying to see if you gonna still DM them and stuff or leave a comment, but they don't do that anymore.
Oh,
but he crazy too because what he added a boy like this man is crazy. Like I don't even remember what the boy said, and he added him like, "What's up?"
It's just. It's something there because people, you gonna have to respect it. I look at it like, if we was out, would you say the same stuff you saying to her if you seen us out? I know you just saw the picture before this with me on it. So the picture after that, you coming under, oh, you need to holler at me or something like that. So what's up? I know you know what's up. Like, it's just people get disrespectful, and it's not more so me or her, but it's the other people. Like, come on, man, just respect what it is. I don't care if you get under there hard eyes. She's pretty. So you get under there, you do this and you do that, that's cool. But once you start getting in the DMs and what's up with you, I know you got a man and all that type of stuff, come on, man. It's gotta be stopped.
We've been living together for a year now. Moved out of my mom's house. I would suggest that couples live together. Well, let me say this. You know how you grow up and like your parents, my mama, she used to say, live with a person first because you never know how they are until you move with them. And I would say that is true, but I feel like we've been friends so long. It sets us aside from a lot of couples. We've been friends a long time. So 11 years is a really long time to build that friendship foundation, to really know a person. Like, even though we never dated, we never lived together, I knew him. I knew what made him mad, what made him sad, what made him cry. I knew everything. So, me and him were kind of different moving in, but it is kind of different living with somebody. Only when you're used to your own space, I guess. But it works for us. But I would suggest people live together. Yeah, definitely.
I would just say, if you're going to be friends first, if you know this person is your friend, you really know that person is the one for you, then live together. Because once you live together, you're really around that person for real. Like, they're not getting dressed up to come out to see you or whatever the case may be. You see them when they get up, when they go to sleep,
Bonnet on.
all of that. What kind of, if they clean by themselves.
Cycles, ladies. We have period panties,
And it's a lot of stuff to go with it because, like I said, you see a person 24 hours a day or however long y'all around each other. So make sure that person is somebody that you're really friends with, because the friendship can break once you really get to know somebody. But luckily we already knew each other, so I believe that's why it worked out so good.
Yes, we are in love. And I knew I loved him. Yeah. I definitely knew I loved him August 26, 2006 when I met him. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I promise you, y'all, I've never been the one to love at first sight type of person. But I literally knew, like, something about him. Like, he would call me, I would literally get nervous. Like, I would see his name in my phone, and his ringtone was "Buy You a Drink," because that's my favorite song by T-Pain. So when I would hear that, it's back when Razors was in. When I would hear that ringtone, I literally would just freeze up. And I'm like, who the hell? Like, how did somebody make you feel this way? Like, so I just knew I loved him then. But when we first started telling we loved each other?
Probably when we started talking, man. We both stuff. We weren't probably gonna just say it like that.
Yeah.
But I knew I loved her when, like, I just couldn't. I get mad at her and I'd be like, man, I don't want to talk to her no more. Like, we had similar friends, mutual friends, and I tell them like, bro, she tripping. I shouldn't talk to this lame. She doing this and doing this. I don't want to talk to her no more, man. We ain't even cool no more. Then a couple months ago by, I still be looking at her page. And I was like, man, I'm finna go to Atlanta. What's up? What you doing? I'm in Atlanta. Or, you know what I'm saying? I just be sitting around thinking about the people who really I've connected with in my life sometimes. Because sometimes I just sit around and just think like that. And she would always be a person that would come up. You know, she'll be like one of the first people that would come to mind when I think about people who really know me and were really there for me no matter what. Even if we argue, fight, whatever the case may be. So.
And then another thing, my family has a TV show, okay? And he would be with his little booze, and my family would be on, and he'd think about me then.
Yeah, it was just one time I had
I'm always in this area. I'm always there.
I had a girlfriend and we was arguing, going back and forth, and the show just so happened to be on TV. And we arguing, and then I'm looking at the TV, watching her on the TV, thinking like, I'm arguing with her, and I really could be talking to her. That's what I'm supposed to be talking to anyway.
That was God.
That's
God
crazy.
said, turn it on so he could see you.
That's crazy. It's just like all signs led to us being in love and us really being with each other. So it just made it happen. It was, if we didn't, we would have been stupid. I don't want to miss out on stuff that God gave me. So I feel like this is one of those things. So,
I didn't talk to some lames. I didn't talk to some lames, Lord Jesus. I have talked to some lame ass people. You can go. I didn't talk to some lames.
Experiences on the day, man. I had some girlfriends, but for the most part, to be real, man, I was out talking to people. For real. Like, and when I look back on stuff, I had a lot of forced relationships. Like, me and a girl, we'll just be talking and I say something and she'll be like, oh, I'm your girlfriend now. And I'll be thinking like, did I say that? But I go along with it because I ain't had nothing else to do at the time. I'm just being real. Like, relationships for me, it'll always be like, I get with somebody, like I said, I find out who they are for real. We'll always be arguing. I've been in a relationship where somebody want to fight.
Y'all did fight.
I'm driving, trying to jump out the car. I'm telling you, like, relationships for me just weird as hell. So I said my last relationship before me and her started talking was my last relationship until me and her started back talking. Like, I don't see myself past this relationship because I know where I done been and I am not going through that no more. It's over with. I'm here. We good. Past relationships, I just hate thinking about them because they always, how can I say this? People, once you with some people for so long, they start feeling some type of way like they might be better than you, they can do better without you, this and that, and you're really there for that person and helping them, and when y'all break up, then they realize how type of person you were and how you helped them, and then they want to come back. That's how I am. Like, all the relationships I was in, the people tried to come back and this and that, so it's just like, past relationships are weird for me.
And then me, you know, I've always talked, I just can't say this enough, I've always talked to lanes, but my past relationships, like, I have a really successful uncle, I guess. No one knows that about what people do, but, you know, I don't talk about that. But I always talk to people who want to be in the scene, want to know him. I have talked to, like, people who wanted to be rappers before who would get close to me, you know, reel me in and then slide me a CD, like, get to see your uncle. You know, and I'm like, I don't do shit with his business. So, you know, the thing is, I've talked to opportunists and I've talked to people who've had ulterior motives and I've talked to people who really didn't love me for me. And, you know, you be in a relationship, you think that you love somebody and you say I love you back, but you know it's something always missing. And one day, me and my ex-boyfriend were arguing and his page is on the Explore page or something, so I clicked on it. My ex-boyfriend got so mad. What was crazy, like, I would be honest, like, for some reason, my ex-boyfriend was always asking me a question like, if you could be with anybody else other than me, who would you be with? First of all, who asks a question like that? Like, what? And I would always say, like, well, you know, it's a guy. named Skyy, aka Freshman. And one day, like I said, we were arguing and his page came up and I looked on it and my boyfriend got so mad. Like he was so mad. But yeah, my past relationships have been just, but I learned from them. Right. And I learned, you know, what I should take when it comes to a man treating me the way I should treat me. I've even had somebody propose to me with a fake ring that turned my finger green, literally. And I took it to the pawn shop, y'all, and the man was like, what you want me to do with this? Like it was like a cereal box ring. Kind of crazy, but yeah, I've had some weird relationships. What are you gonna say?
I mean, alright. We don't go through a lot of stuff for real, but one thing would be for me, when I had to leave where I was from Jackson, Mississippi. It was time for me to leave. I wanted to further my career. I had got a couple connections through networking in Atlanta and this and that, so it was time for me to go. Better opportunity. So, me coming down here, the first time I moved down here like 3 years ago, and I was staying with my mom's best friend. It didn't work out. I went home, I came back, she had all my stuff packed up. So I went back home. So I came back once me and her started talking, and I needed somewhere to stay. So
I know he does.
Sooner or later her mom let me sleep on her couch. So I would stay at their house for like about 3 months, 4 months, something like that. And for me, it's just, like she said, she has this uncle, does this and that. I make music, I sing, I rap, and all of that. I never really talked to her about that out of the whole 11 years with me knowing her, period. I never talked about my music, none of that, because I know if I would have did that, how they could come off. And I didn't want anybody to think anything. So once they found out, when I was standing there, that I did music, you would think I would have did something to her or something. Like everybody was just on me. Let's watch him. He's a rapper. He's a singer. He wants to get on. How you know that he there for you? You post him all the time. Why ain't none of your pictures on his page as much? All of that type of stuff. So it's like, I guess I was under review.
Yeah. So it made it very. And I was gonna say that awkward. Actually. I was gonna say that was like the time because we would argue more, and like we never would argue. Like no relationship is perfect, but we just never argue. Like we would really just be enjoying each other. Like he said, he's from Jackson, Mississippi, and I would go down to Jackson and stay for 3-4 months until he kind of was like, okay, look, I want to move to Atlanta. So we would stand at my mom's house, and my mom is a little old school, she's a little old school. So she's one of them, he got to sleep on the couch, you sleep in your room, do not let him come up the stairs after 11 p.m. You cannot go downstairs in nothing but a nun outfit, you can't do nothing. Like he can't even have the light off if you down there. Like she wanted them, and I was 29 at the time, so it was kind of weird. Like, wait, I'm grown, I've been away from school, like what? But yeah, we were arguing a lot. And my mom had people thinking that he's so drugged. Like, we would go to Jackson, he's like, what does he have you down there doing?
Yeah, because we around that time was taking a lot of trips. Like, I went to a lot of music festivals like South by Southwest, and she would just ride with me everywhere. And it was back to back to back. I remember like for the first 3 months, 4 months, we went to Miami, Houston, Jackson, we was in the Bahamas, we was everywhere. So she was like, she texted me a long message. It's my daughter, and I love her. And don't let nothing happen to her. You better not put nothing in those situations. I ain't trying to be nasty, but this and that. And the type of person I am, my attitude go from 0 to 100
real quick.
So because sometimes you get in positions where you gotta respect. I have to respect her, and this is your mom. This is the people in your family. So I'm trying my best not to say nothing out the way to them. But at the same time, I feel like they can say whatever they want to say to me. Well, I gotta sit here and just take it. So I'm just taking it. I'm just holding fast, man. I'm staying strong. But it was just a period where I wake up to people calling her, asking her about me.
Yes.
And
like my aunt
stressful, man.
Actually called and was just like, are you sure he's the one? Like, are you sure he doesn't just want to be a rapper and he wants to meet your uncle? And I'm just like, girl, nobody care about him. Like, not to be funny, but girl, it's not that deep. Like, and then my niece texted me and was just like, I think freshman is an opportunist. For one, my niece is 11,
Right.
10 at the time, so you don't even know what an opportunist is. Like,
So you been around.
so you didn't
somebody.
heard somebody saying this, and you didn't heard my mama talk about this, and you know, it was like, come on now, Carrie, what? So like, that was just a really hard time. And then when we moved out, my mom, you know, parents, I'm not a parent, but one thing about parents, they can hold you back from their fear.
Right.
Like, my mom moved in with my dad, you know, he cheated. He got a baby on her, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. And I do, you know, I'm very, very like sad about it. Mom, I'm sorry, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So when I moved out, mind you, I was gonna move out anyway. But he was an extra push to get out because I had got comfortable. Like, I want to move out, but I'm gonna be a little comfortable. I'm gonna wait. But then when he was like, I want to move to him, I'm like, oh, there we go, get out of here. But we pushed each other, motivated each other. And when I moved out, my mom literally, like, it was so bad. Like, she stopped talking to me for 2 weeks. Mind you, I'm 29 now. Telling everybody, putting it in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I'm exaggerating, but really like putting it in the newspaper, like around billboards. Kamaya has moved out. Like, lady, I'm grown. And so she really had people thinking like he's the reason why I moved out. And she's like, when you move out with him, he gonna cheat on you and have a baby. I'm like, girl,
it was like they were best friends. They still are. But
we still are.
Like me and her were best friends too. So
she was like competing.
For the first time,
she
she had somebody come in, and I guess she felt like taking her baby girl and this and that.
And I had to really sit her down like, Mama, you're my mom. I'm your daughter. But no one can take your place. Like, you're going to always be my mom. But this is my man. And you know, at your age, you need you a man. Because you need to get you a love life going on. Because, like, we really would be together all the time. And like I said, I love my mom to death. But, yeah, at the end of the day, you got to grow up. And, like, you know, you just got to do your own thing. And let me bump my head. And let me, you know, hit some corners and see what life is about. And don't be trying to hold me back because of what you went through. Like,
so it was like a 6 or 7 month term where I was uncomfortable because it was like I was staying in her house already, so I had to listen to everything she said. So it was just out of respect. I was gonna do that regardless. And then it's like I'm not from here. So I'm from Mississippi. I don't really know people, and the people I did knew, they stopped answering my calls and stuff like that. So it was like, this is the only person I have. But how can I get her to understand how I feel for real? Like, I'm new, and all this pressure from the mom and this and that and the family. It's like, plus I'm trying to make my career, but this could possibly hinder my career because if the right person hears these certain people saying certain stuff, they're not going to want to talk to me. And it makes it harder on me because it's just a lot of stuff that I had to face. So by the time she understood for real, well, she understood, but you know, when it got in depth and the understanding grew, it's like we just got over it. And it is what it is. We had to tell each other we're going to be here for each other no matter what. We got over that.
Sorry, it's a long, but that was a trying stage in our relationship. He probably say that I'm super sensitive. Like, I'm very sensitive. Everything hurts my feelings. I can watch a commercial about dogs kissing, I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm just very, very sensitive. Like, I'm telling you, I'm very sensitive, but I'll let him answer. He probably gonna say that. But what I've learned about Skyy that I did not know when he was just my friend is, I don't know, like I knew he's very caring. People don't really know that about him. Like, he's very caring. Like, he has a hard exterior, but he cares like a little too much. Like,
that's the only reason though, because I care. Like, I grew up with my mom always helping people. And I used to ask her, why are you helping these people? Why? We used to stop, like, people on the side of the road. Sometimes she want to stop and help them. I'm like, I don't know these people. What are you doing? But she was like, you know, you got to give to get. You know, whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. So it made me care, but where I'm from, people don't care. It's just a lot of street life, this and that. So when you care, it's like you're vulnerable. So I had to put this mask on my whole life and be a certain type of way. And it really kind of affects you, like, emotionally. But I had to grow a lot. But I care a lot about everything.
Like, he cares.
Once I care, I care. If I don't care, I don't care.
And see, me, I care, but I just be like, whatever. But he cares, and I think I knew he cared a lot about people and things, but I didn't know how deeply really
Type
feel.
of person I'll do something for somebody and not tell them and see them benefiting from it and just sit back and be like, okay, yeah,
You're right.
I did that. Like, but I not tell them. I just like to see people happy. I like to see people smile. But I care too much as far as you.
It's a lot. Come on.
You extra sensitive, like you said. Like, I never met somebody that want to play with you all day and mess with you all day, but as soon as you start messing with them, it's just, now I'm serious. And we really kind of the same person though, but I'm not as sensitive. Like, I'm sensitive too, but not really. Like, I get over stuff like that. With her, I see her. This how sensitive she is. Say I walk in the house, I'm mad about something, and I'm trying to talk to her about it. She'll end up getting mad, and then we'll not be talking. Then I have to stop getting mad just to go calm her down when I was the one that had
tell
the
him
problem.
all the time, like, if you mad, it's gonna affect me. I'm big on energy, so if you come here mad, I'm gonna be mad because I'm like, and then he one of them, he one of them people where you ask him what's wrong. You can see something is wrong, but then he like nothing. But you know something wrong, so you say, what's wrong with you? Then he like nothing. But you still,
The thing about it is, I'm not used to talking to people about how I feel. So when I talk to you about, that goes back to past relationships. Once I start getting to how I really feel and stuff I'm really going through that I don't tell people, it's a problem. So, and once I tell you that and I feel like you're not listening to me, I'm not going to want to talk to you no more, period. I'm going to back off. So, this kind of like a defense mechanism. You asking me what's wrong with me, and I only had bad experiences from that. I'm gonna say nothing until I know that you really care. If I see you really care, then I'll start talking. But she does the same thing.
I do the same thing, but like he say, you know, you want to see if you really care. But if you keep asking, I'm not mad. you keep asking him, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong with me. So then if I don't say what's wrong with you and I just sit here, then you like. Yeah, and then the next day, because he ain't going to talk to me for the rest of the day. Then what we do, we are petty. We're very petty. Like, the other day we were mad at each other for, I don't even know what happened. But he was taking a bath, and I came in the bathroom to use it, and he closed the curtains.
Look, though. It's like, I hate, because this is the thing about her. She going to play little games. Like, you say you mad, she'll keep walking by me. Like, you want me to say something to you. But I'm not gonna say nothing.
And I think that's so petty. Say something. Say something. You can say something.
If I have, like, this what it was, I know it was, like, we were leaving work. And
we work together,
yeah,
guys.
We were leaving work and what happened? I got frustrated because I told myself I was never gonna work again, this and that. But, you know, you gotta be realistic. I'm staying in a whole nother city, whole nother state. It's stuff, like, stuff is higher out here, all of that. So, you know, I had to do what I had to do. It is what it is. So, get a job. It frustrates me. Like, I don't want to be there, but I do my job good, and it is what it is. So, some nights when I get off, I'm just thinking about a lot. Hey, Mary, I need to go to the studio. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to shoot this video. That'll be cool. I need to write this. So, it's like, I'm looking frustrated, but I'm really just thinking a lot. So,
well, fix your face.
It's kind of confusing because I tell her, like, there's nothing wrong with me. And I break down everything that's on my mind though, and she'll still keep asking me, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I hate when people ask me what's wrong with me over and over and over again.
Nigga, that's why they ask me.
And it's like, and that's okay. It's just like I got this coworker. Every day she asks me 10 times a day, you good? You good? You good? And I had to tell her, look, don't ask me that no more. I know you trying to help me.
He's mean though. He's so mean, y'all. Like, he caring and he's so sweet. He has just a face of an angel, but this nigga is a mean, like legit mean. Like, not mean. He's just a. See, I say what's on my mind. He say I really don't, but I'm getting better. He has helped me with that a lot. But people know me as being like a very positive person, very happy all the time. Da 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 da. But I'm blunt. I say, you know, things, but I kind of like say. You have a friend that smells bad. I'd be like, girl, look, people been talking about you a little husband, but you need to, you know, get it together. He'll just be like, hey man, you stink, man. But look, at the end of the day, like, it'll be better if you just wash, maybe take a shower in the morning when you come home from work. But you stink, like, just straight up, you smell bad. And see, I won't do that. I'll be like, yeah, you do smell bad, but I want to do like a positive thing about, you know, you smell, but it's okay. okay.
Man, so that's,
He'll just be like, that ain't real. That ain't real.
Nah, for real. It's like this how I look at stuff. Like, I'm gonna be all. I'm gonna be so real with you that you not gonna have nothing to question. Like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Like, what's you saying? Do what you got. I'm not going in front of everybody. Look, bro, you need to go hit your arms up, something like that. But I'm gonna pull you aside, bro. You don't smell that? Like, you kind of.
I think it's
You
so
kind of tired, bro. Like, you need to probably hit. Go in the bathroom for a second, get you a couple napkins or whatever you gotta do. But and that's why I try to tell her, like, instead of being sensitive, like, say you could tell me whatever you want to say, whatever's on your mind. Just say it. You don't gotta sugarcoat it. None of that. Just say what's on your mind. If it hurt my feelings, I'm gonna get over it. But I'm gonna appreciate you being real with me. So that's the only problem. That's the only thing I look at her and I see, like, man, you're so sensitive. It's a way to be sensitive, but be real. If you be real with your sensitivity, then you can get over it.
Oh, sensitivity.
Then you can get over it. But that's the only thing, though. I like everything.
Where do you guys see your relationship in the next 3 years?
Where do we see our relationship in the
3
next
years.
3 years? I mean, married.
Right.
Definitely married. With kids. Because, I'm 30. Well, I'm 25. I'm telling you about I'm 30. But no, I'm 30. And, my mama she had me at 34. And, there's nothing wrong with that. But my mama, she's an old, I ain't gonna be like that. Even if we have a kid at like 35, I won't be as like old fashioned as her. That's my vow. Like, I vow to not be old fashioned. Like, my mama wanted me to wear stockings to the prom. Like, that type of old fashioned. And we really got almost like fist fight. I was really forget that she was my mama and really punching her face. Because we really was to that level. But 3 years, I definitely see us married with kids. And he's gonna be a big superstar. I'm gonna have my own facility. Because where we work now, we work with mental health kids. And I really, really love it. But I wanna have my own thing going. Right. What do you see this?
Same. 3 years, married, kids, successful. Cause every year, like, even we've been together a year, but I see so much. We've grown so much growth in that 1 year. So it's like it's crazy. Like,
last year,
I know what's coming.
Like, let's just talk about our first apartment. Like, I'm from Atlanta, born and raised, West Side, Zone 1, all that. But, like, we were living in the hood, when we come home, we got to the point where groceries was coming out for kitchen, like, we come home from work, turn the light on, we had to stump. We was east side stumping, like, real life stumping, because the groceries was getting, so they was bringing friends and cousins, and it was just a lot going on. But, like, now, we got a little balcony, we got elevator, like, we ain't got no carpet, like, we have really grown in the 1 year, we have grown a lot. Then when we moved into our first apartment, we didn't have, like, jobs. I had my PR business, it was doing what it was, but if people aren't familiar with PR and marketing, the check is not consistent. Like, it's not consistent at all. Like, you might get paid $1,000 in 1 month for doing something, then you might get paid $150. So you gotta have to really just juggle and see what works for you. But we moved in, and for 3 months we actually paid the rent with no job. And then, like, we got blessed with 2 careers. So, and like he said, he gets discouraged sometimes about his music because it's like he doesn't want to work for anyone. He doesn't want to work where we work. But you have to be realistic, and you have to, I feel like him getting a job is pushing himself and really supporting his dream. But we have grown in 1 year, like literally grown in 1 year.
And more than just apartments and stuff like that, it's just mentally grown too. Like, I can see a big difference in her from when we first started talking.
I learned a lot from him.
Like, we learn from each other. Like, I teach her how to be more vocal and say what's on your mind. And she teaches me how to just be more vocal in general and be, like, I guess you could say friendly, more approachable person.
Yeah, because he's very intimidating. Like, he'll walk in the room and see me, I walk in the room, what's up, everybody? Turn up, I'm pouring shots. And so, I want everybody around me to have a good time. Mm-hmm. He'll want people to have a good time, but he'll walk in mugging. And he's really not, that's not his intention to be like mean, but he'll just walk in and people be like, oh.
I'm really not mugging, it's just that I'm not.
Resting face. I won't say resting bitch face because he's a man.
So I'm just sitting there, and I've been she walk in the room, hey y'all, and I walk in behind, I go sit down, she talking to everybody.
I'm hitting every corner,
Y'all having a good day with turn up everybody.
He called me the life of the party. Because I just be wanting people to have a good time. Like, I really want people.
So we like, damn, like, man, we get together and it works. So I let her do all the talking, I throw mine in here and there, and just keep it moving, man. But we've grown a lot, though.
Yeah, 3 songs that describe our relationship. Back that ass up. 3 songs that would describe our relationship. Love and happiness. I know that's kind of cliche, but I'm so happy, guys. Like, I literally am happy. Like, I know Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, I put it on there. Like, he really makes me happy, but like, he really makes me happy. Like, I've never had somebody, people get on my damn nerves. Like, people would be, people get on my nerves, and I just don't like being around people, but I literally, like, I don't get tired of him. I literally don't get tired. I literally, sometimes, first of all, we hold hands when we go to sleep. Let's start there. So I wake up and I tell him, I say, I missed you while I was asleep. Like, I missed you. Like, why didn't you come in my dreams? And I really be mad. Like, why you didn't meet me in my dreams? And I really missed you while I was sleeping. And to really miss somebody while you sleep, that's so weird. But, so love and happiness, I think, would be, who said that? Al Green? Al Green. What you think?
Song. It used to be this one song I was listening to by Kevin Gates. What's the name of this song?
I can't think of it.
I can't remember even, man.
I don't know.
It's a lot of songs. Then another song, not to plug myself, but
I was gonna say usually
I had
your
a song
songs.
called My Body. When I first made the song, it's like when we first started talking, and in the song, I was talking about being on the road and being away from a person and calling her when she least expects and letting her know I'm on my way. I don't care if you're busy or none of that. I gotta see you. I gotta be with you. We gotta be together. And that song just
jamming.
It just reminded me so much of our relationship. Like, I was gone. I ain't see her for a long time. I was doing whatever I was doing, but when I got on that road, coming to Atlanta, I need you to be ready. It's time for us to do what we gotta do, be together, this and that. So that's one song. My body.
I can't think of the other Kevin.
I can't think of it either. But
Well, buy you a drink. It doesn't just.
Yeah,
It doesn't describe our relationship, but that would be like I said, that was his ringtone back in '06, and like every time he would hear the song, he'd think about me.
Right,
every time we'd be in like a little college party and the song come on, we'd look at each other. So, and you know, that's like, I guess that'd be our song. So at our wedding, we definitely, and we get T-Pain to perform. No, I'm just but that's definitely one of the songs to like remind. It's like our song, I guess.
Yeah, it was like one of them songs. I guess, like you said, it was your favorite song, so it was your ringtone too.
Oh.
So when I first heard, every time I heard it around that time, it just reminded me of her. So that's one of those songs.
And the Kevin Gates song, I don't remember. I can't think of the song, but it's a song that what does he say in the song?
It's something about being away from the person, and they went to Miami with each other and did this and did that, and then we had went to Miami with each other, and everything just matched up. So, but really, love and happiness, like you said, though, is one of them songs, though, because love is like a feeling, like. Just to know somebody has your back and your best interest at heart, like, that means a lot, man. Like, for real. Too many people don't find love for real, or they find it and ignore it because they think it's not the person that it's supposed to be. Like, cause a lot of times when me and her used to talk and this and that, I used to be like, man, what if? Then I was like, nah, I don't know, it might not work. But you always. I believe that people meet the person that they're supposed to be with majority of the time, but we ignore it or we look over the person. But every time we were with that person to talk to that person, we're happy. But whatever the case may be, whether you might not think the person looks like this or got the standards too high, people just ignore what they feel a lot. So I just feel like, man, once you stop ignoring what you feel and really feel it for real, and everything work out, man, because it's a good feeling, man, just to know somebody has your back, period.
And our anniversary is 1/1/1, January the 11th. And every time I look at my watch, it's always 1/1. I think I should put
Or
11 or 11/11. And you know, one is like lucky or something, right?
It's just like, I don't know.
Don't people make a wish or something?
Yeah, 11/11, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But
Just be honest with yourself and really sit back and look at that person. Like, if that's really your friend, like how they've really been there for you. And I mean, you don't really, I guess, comparisons. Make comparisons. Like, this is a person that you can see yourself with, and you know, you really feel like you can talk to, because communication is everything. If you can't communicate with that person, and that's a major key. But if it's your friend, I feel like you'll be able to communicate with them, and they know you for real, like for real know you. Not that, oh, we get in a relationship and then I learn so much other stuff about you. You know what I mean? Like, really friends. Like, that's a blessing for real, because you don't meet too many people that you can open up with and that you really learn that person and you really know the ins and outs and how they work, what makes them mad, what makes them sad, what makes them happy. Like, all of that matters. And is this a person that makes you happy? Like, that friendship is just a plus. But once you find something good like that, you have to take advantage of it, because you probably won't see it again.
right, and I just say, like, my advice would be just to go for it. Like, a lot of, as a woman, he laughs at how I say woman. I say woman. He said I say woman. I don't know. But as a lady, you know, we get hurt so much and we don't want to open up, and we actually get bitter. And I'm gonna be honest, like, we feel like no man can love us again and all of that. But if it's your friend and you really feel that connection, you kind of like, we have that women's intuition, and you have that voice in your head saying, like, go for it. But you be scared because you're scared to get hurt. You're scared. You can't do that. Like, you can't be scared of anything. Like, if you know in your heart that this is somebody who you really love and you see them as somebody you want to be with, because at 30, 20, whatever, you shouldn't just be talking to people just to be talking to them. This is whoever you're dating should be some, or friends with, and that you know could be taken to that next level. I feel like y'all should just do it. Like, for real, try. Just give it a try. If anything, give it a try, and if it don't work, then keep being friends. And
Right.
you know, that's the only thing. Like, we never want to lose our friendship, even though we're in a relationship. Like, we sometimes, he's like, you just, okay, are you my best friend? Because I will react on like a girlfriend type thing and really forget that we are best friends. But I would say, literally, just try it out.
Don't lose the friendship, though.
Yeah, don't.
Because if you lose the friendship, it's not going to work. Because that's what's got y'all to that point. So stay honest with that person, and don't, once you really get with somebody, the jealousy sits in. Everybody gets jealous.
Insecurity.
And it's like, yeah, and insecurities. But you can't forget where you came from. Because if you start to forget where you came from and the friendship aspect of it, then it'll never work, and it'll have you really hating a person for real that really is one of the only people that shows you love. So as long as you be honest with that person and be open with them, and like I said, don't forget the friendship and communicate, and it'll work. And guys, you have to realize that it's okay, because it's okay for you to hurt too. Like, we hurt through stuff, but as a man, you sometimes try to hold it in and deal with it yourself, and you don't want to look vulnerable or too sensitive for people. But if this person is your best friend, that's what'll make the relationship work. We work so good because I can be as open with her as I want to be. If it's something that really hurts me, I can really come and talk to her about it. So you have to let go of your pride.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And just do what you gotta do, man.
Baby, and for the rest of my life, I wanna spend every night doing whatever you like. And if you say that you're mine, we'll take one day at a time. Just look me straight in my eyes, say whatever you feel, keep it real, baby.
I was trying to say that. I was trying to figure out the better way to say it.
You looking at me.